What's going on, you guys? I'm back for episode 2 here on the No Man's Land map. Now, as you can see, it is November 1st right now. I have slept about, I think it's a month or two now, just to tell you what I've got going for me here. Still got the canola growing on both of them fields. Now, something I did do, you'll notice the money. I'm missing about $100,000 now. While I was away, a couple of deals came over on Marketplace I just couldn't pass up, but we are going to try to get some money back. What we got right now is I went ahead and purchased a log trailer. This was on sale. I got this for about 11,000, and pretty much the reason I got that, I went over here. Just run over here real quick. Could have took the bike, but it'd be okay. I went over here and I cut down probably about 14, 15 trees, the smaller ones that I could just lift by hand. Just clear this out, make it look a little bit better. And I'll probably end up doing the same thing over here at some point. Just not quite yet. I also cut down that one tree at the end of our field over here, so that won't be in the way when we try to expand that field in the off season. And also, just dashing back over here, I cut down the one tree that was at the end of this field as well. Give us a little bit more turnaround room. You remember there used to be like one single tree right over here. I went ahead and cut that down. Excuse me. Now, one thing we do have to do is go to the shop and pick up a couple of more things that I did find on Facebook Marketplace. You remember one thing we were looking for was a higher horsepower tractor for when we start getting bigger implements. So we're going to grab our trailer here just because we've got quite a bit to pick up. And first thing I'm going to do is put them log poles down. And we need to, let's see, go ahead and fold our trailer down because we are going to trade in some stuff, try to get some more money for, since we spent so much, we're at least going to try to get some of it back. Now, you might be saying, what are you doing with the bike, man? Well, I bought something on one of the deals that will kind of replace this, so we're going to go ahead and get the money for whatever we can for this bike. So I'm going to put that on here, and then we were able to find a higher horsepower tractor on Facebook as well, so I'm going to take the old small starter tractor here and put it up there as well. Now, one thing I have been thinking about while I've been on here is eventually I'm going to need to buy another plot of land to make a larger field on. I've been looking at a couple of these plots, and like right over here in this area, it's that large space on the other side of the pond. If I cut down them small, if I buy the land, then cut down them small trees at the beginning there, that can be an absolutely massive field. So that is a goal that we'll have here in the next couple of episodes, is to secure that land. So we're going to get all this stuff folded up here, get it strapped down, and we're going to head to the store so you guys can see the new stuff I've got and get the money for this. But yeah, I've been in between episode 1 and episode 2 here. Like I said, I mostly just cut down them trees, and I think I only made, between all them smaller trees I cut down and hauled up there, I made about $2,500. So yeah, cutting, unless I had like a larger operation with an actual, you know, something to lift the logs up as whole without cutting them and just taking in a massive amount of larger trees, I'm not going to make too much money on cutting down trees. Here we are going to take this up here, try to pull in the best I can here. Not a lot of turnaround room. here. But as you can see here, we've got our tractor and a quad, which will is going to help out quite a bit. Go ahead and get this stuff off of here as well. I'm going to, what I'm thinking about doing, what I think will work out is I'm going to put this stuff in the shop here and then see about selling it pretty much. So there's the tractor. We'll get the bike here. Like I said, I'm not expecting too much money for this stuff, but we'll give it a shot. See if we can get a decent amount for that tractor at least. But yeah, like I said, between the trailer, the quad, and the tractor, I spent about $100,000. So we're gonna see what we can do with this stuff here. Whoops. Wrong button. That's weird. Okay, so let's go look at... Actually, where's the... There should be a switch somewhere. Oh, open vehicle options. There we go. I found it. Alright, so I can get 4,055, which is, that almost replaces the whole cost of the quad. So we will sell that. And then this one here is worth 43. Let's we'll repaint that, repair. Now it's worth 58, and that's almost exactly what I paid for that tractor, I think. So sell that, and we have some funds there now. Number one thing I want to do is, first of all, we need to get the quad on here first. This is, I mean, I like it. The color's nice. I like the stainless steel plate on the front too, so kind of a theme there. These are both the same color, so between this and the tractor, so I was like, cool, whatever. Get both of those. So get our quad up here, and this is a Landini 7230. Yeah, this has, go up here and look, this has 225 horsepower. So that's way better than the 130 that we were working with, that other smaller tractor. This will be able to pull some larger implements when we're able to find them. Like I said, we're hoping we don't have to pay full price for any of them implements. We're hoping we can see them all on marketplace before we get to the next season. Actually, while we're here, I might go ahead and bring the rest of the seed with me just so it's not blocking up the parking lot. It's a little super strength here. It's cheating, but it's cool. Yeah, it's cool. I ain't gonna sit here and rent a forklift just to do that. But yeah, let's get this stuff back to the farm. Fold that up. I like this. This trailer is probably one of my favorite mods in the game, just because you can do countless things with it. And I like that it's 50 foot long. You can fit a bunch of stuff on here. It's got other things you can change it to, like it extends out on the side so you can fit like a combine on it if you need to, which is kind of heavy would be heavy for this truck, but eventually if we ever find us a stronger horsepower truck, we can pull this trailer with it, pull heavier things. So but we are doing good for right now. We have just over $278,000. Excuse me. And we've now got a 225 horsepower tractor. We've got us a little quad. Now, one thing I have been looking into is just like, I'd like to find a way to try and get some type of income on the farm besides just waiting around, like, like a monthly thing, without doing a subsidy or something like that. Obviously, I don't want to, I'm talking about something I can actually buy and it just generate a decent amount of money. Sorry about that. But yeah, we'll get this stuff placed over here. Gonna go ahead and attach what we can back to the tractor. I obviously kept that front weight just to help out, and we've still got our implements. But this tractor here, even with it being used, it's only got 22 hours on it. That's pretty dang good. Like I said, I only paid 50-something thousand for it. So we're going to pick this up. Might not have enough room over here to back this in. We'll see. Barely. Just barely. That's enough. Yeah, that's in there good enough. And then we are going to take our seed, super strength again. We'll probably just put that right over here next to the trailer for right now. There you go. And let's get the new. Actually, I'm going to take this thing for a spin real quick before we hook it up. See if we can, do some flips and tricks on this thing. But yeah, like I said, I cut a bunch of trees down over here, and I think it looks pretty good. I would say my next thing I'll probably do is rent when I feel like I'm in a place with funds where it won't matter. I'll rent a mulcher and just get rid of these bushes and stuff like that. I'm trying to clean it up a little bit. So yeah, I cut down this tree over here. So next year we'll be able to pull through here and make our field larger. It'll be cool. Larger field means more crop means more money. So yeah, so that was pretty nice. We're going to head back over here, and like I said, I'm looking for a way to have money plain and simple without doing any type of subsidy or anything like that. So what I was looking into was either, of course, a greenhouse or solar panels. Now, I haven't exactly looked at what the pricing is on those yet. I'm sure a solar panel is pretty expensive, but we'll take a look at it together. Also, if you'll notice on the Facebook Marketplace here, there is a combine for sale, but that is literally almost every single cent I have. So we will not be getting that one because it's not even got a header with it or anything, so we'd be out of money. But let's go to construction here. Just as it'll open up. And then we need to go to production generators, and a solar panel is $93,500. And a month that will give us $8,928. So that would take a while to give us our money back. So that will probably be something in the future. Let's see. That's $11,400. We get $984 a month on that. $648 a win. That's $750. But yeah, those are your government and your municipal subsidies there. Like I said, I don't really want to use those. I feel like that's way too much. I'm already using super strength right now, so I don't really want to go above and beyond and cheat like crazy. But if I'm looking here, this $11,400, $7,800 for a small solar panel. I'm thinking about it. Let me see what this looks like here. Alright, so if I wanted one of these, yeah. You know what? Screw it. Let's go ahead and let's get us a couple of these real quick just to make us some type of income. We'll put one there and maybe one by the pond over here. Right there. So that's enough spending money for right now. That'll generate some money for us. And yeah, we'll go ahead and put our trailer back up for right now. obviously got a spot, like a covered spot to put it, but I don't think that'll matter too much right now. Eventually we'll get us a nicer shop or barn. Easy now. So for right now, we'll just put it back right here, and like I said, it's not bothering nothing too much. And park our truck back here. So yeah, there's not a lot going on. Like I said, we've got this tractor now, so that's going to help out a lot horsepower wise. And pretty much what we're doing is waiting around. I'm still waiting on a cheap combine to come through, hopefully. If not, I might have to, settle for a mod where they're cheaper for one of them small, older combines, which is fine. I mean, it is what it is. Like I said, I was hoping to get something a little better than that, but when you got funds like this, it is what it is. I do have 2 days per month on this game right now. So, number one thing is if I sleep right now, it's going to go to November 2nd, and there won't really be too much going on after that. One thing I could do just to waste some time today, though, is like I said, I cut down a bunch of trees on that one side, the smaller ones. And there seems to be a lot over here as well, which it won't get me a lot of money, but one, it's something to do, and two, it just makes the land look better. But I don't know. Let's see. 'Cause that's probably about 14 or 15 trees right there. And like I said, I do need to eventually rent a. Actually, I want to see how much that is while I'm thinking about it. Let's go look at. Should be under forestry equipment because there's two in. I've got this one that's in the game, and you have to get the header for that, so you'd be renting two things. And then this one has 1,045 horsepower. It's just got some options there. Magnum, forestry, no, yes, no, yes. And if I remember correctly, I think this is the modded one where if you touch a tree with it, it just like it disintegrates the tree. I'm not sure, but how much is this? 9,894 to rent. Mm, yeah, so I mean, we know that's about $10,000 to rent. Eventually, we'll work our way up to that. But I think for right now, let's go over here and look at what else I got. I've got them wind turbines down to generate a little bit of money. And like I said, we're just pretty much waiting for this stuff to grow. We've got it fertilized and everything already. We're going to get a good yield bonus off of that. So we'll sleep one day. And see what we can pop up with here. Alright, so November 2nd, let's go ahead and look at the Facebook. Oh, there's a bunch of stuff on there. Look at that. 396 horsepower, $126,000. Dang, that'd be nice to have. But I mean, we really don't need it right now. Now that's a good baler for 72,000. I don't know. Excuse me. Now one thing I was looking into as well was if we come up here and look at mowers. We got some pretty good options as far as mowers go. There's also them. Let's see if I can find it again. Yeah, a swather. which that's pretty cool. And then this diesel John Deere one says it's 14,500. So I mean that's pretty crazy. We would just need a header for that. That's as far as cutting grass. Let's see what kind of things they got going for us here. Exhaust. Interior design. What does that say? Filter. Oh, okay. Mirrors. Doesn't really matter, huh? Oh, we can change the color. Well, we can just change the top of it, huh? I'm gonna say something controversial right now, and it's gonna piss off a lot of people. I'm not the biggest fan of John Deere. It's. I know they're good. They make good products, but it's the color, man. It's just throws me off. I'm not really a green guy. It's just I don't know, man. But yeah, anyways, I was looking at mowers that could go on the back of that new tractor we've got here, right? Because there's the headers for the swathers, but we've got this bad boy here. It's only $500, and that'll cut a majority of the stuff. And like I said, I'm not a big John Deere guy, but price-wise, you can't really beat paying like under $20,000 for something that's going to cut all your grass. So I mean, eventually that'll be something we can look into, because if I cut it, then we have to have a way to pick it up. So I don't know if we would bale it or just get a forage harvester. Let's see where those at. Oh, potato technology. Or a forage wagon, I think it's called. Let's see where it is. Yeah, there it is. Forage wagons. See, these things aren't that expensive either, but it depends on which one you want. Which I guess if I wanted to, let's look at the pricing on. This is a small one, right? So if I rent that, that's only $1,500 to rent, as opposed to buying it. I don't know what I want to do. To be honest with you, I don't know if I want to sit here and spend all this money right now. But I mean, I wonder if actually, just to make it worth my while, yeah, let's go look and see if this swather has it does not have a hitch. So I would have to cut it and then pull the, I bet that expensive one probably got one, don't it? Let's see. Can't, no, I don't think it does either. Jeesh. But yeah, as far as something to cut the grass goes, this might be pretty decent. I don't know. You know what? Let's bite the bullet. We got some money, and we're literally doing nothing right now. So let's go look at that, and then mowers. We need the John Deere header. It goes on that. Real wood. What is that for? We just need the original. Okay, so let's click in to the swab over here. I'm gonna try this thing out. Well, this thing's got a weird turn radius. Pick this thing up. Let's how fast this thing can go. 9 o'clock in the morning on November 2nd. And we have purchased a new toy, so we're just gonna go see what we can do with this thing. Let's see. Lower motor, turn motor. Okay, that's pretty simple. Got a horn on this thing? Nice. And one thing, definitely something I'm about to do when we get back to the farm with this. I've been thinking about it, and first of all, it's lonely out here. only person I got to talk to was old girl up there at the store. So I'm thinking a good idea would be, like, I don't want to get too invested in animals right now, but one that I know is pretty easy to deal with is I could get a dog. And I'm down with having a friend on the farm with me. So probably when we get back to the farm, I'll click in a dog house so I can just have a friend running around the farm with me. The dogs are pretty easy. All you have to do is fill the bowl. So for sure, get back to the farm here and get us a dog. We are just trotting along here. Oh man, sorry about that. I'm trying to do two things at once here. Gotta plug in this charging box to the controller so it doesn't die on me. And get that done first. There we go. Alright, I got that charging. Let's get this back to the farm, get us a dog put down real quick, and then we're gonna try this thing out. Like I said, I'm just gonna be cutting grass pretty much. We ain't doing nothing with it unless I decide to go ahead and just bite the bullet on that harvester or the wagon. Because I was thinking, like, oh, I could get bales, but then one, I either have to cheat again and make my trailer there a auto load trailer, or I can I'd have to spend more money to get a front end loader for that tractor to load the bales. So yeah, like I said, real indecisive at the moment, but I would like to just go ahead and let's see what we can put our dog down at, where it's out of the way, kind of. I guess we can just put him in right next to the shelter. Animals, other. Let's see here. I'm just gonna put down. Oh, turn. Put him maybe right there. Rough. Let's see what your name is. Will it tell me your name? Oh, it's kind of spazzing out right now. Zen. He keeps just making me rub him. He's snoopying out right now on top of the doghouse. Once he walks away, I should be able to fill that bowl up. There we go. And now you got food. And you're gonna act crazy. Yep, got the zoomies. Okay, so we got him down. That's nice to have something else with the heartbeat on the farm right now. And let's try this bad boy out. I would say, where can we start at? Let's go down here. Like I said, I'm not 100% sure exactly what this will cut. I don't know if it'll cut in bushes or not, but we are gonna give this a shot here. See what we got going for us. Okay, yeah, it doesn't cut the bush, but it does cut grass, so that's good. And that is quite a bit. Oh, had it for 30 seconds, and I'm already hitting a rock with it. That's good. Let's go this way. Like I said, I'm eventually going to have to rent a mulcher and take care of all this. Go ahead and cut it this way again. But hey, it's nice getting to knock the grass down a little bit around here. It's all pretty tall, so. Well, see, now this is relaxing. Just cutting away. Yeah, this thing's pretty cool. I don't mind it, and it was not that expensive, so not too many complaints going for me here. He's still over there running around in circles. I'm hoping this map doesn't cause, you know, issues with the with that doghouse, but we'll see what happens. Go ahead and cut us another line here. I want to stay far away from the field if I can. I'm pretty sure it'll cut and crops up. So yeah, we are cutting grass, pretty much. Out along the edge of the field here. This is pretty sweet. And we also have that area on the other side where that field is. We cut all that grass. Let's turn right here. You know, screw it. We'll just knock down all this grass. Easy now. So yeah, hey, this might be a pretty good investment here. So yeah, we will get all this grass cut pretty much, and I'll probably, I don't know, like I said, I don't know if I'm going to gather it or not. Seems like a pretty big waste of time to cut it if I'm not going to do something with it. So I'll probably cut this and then take the tractor up to the store maybe and rent that cheap little Ford wagon just to pick it up and take it to the store and sell it. It's just grass, so it's not going to get that much money. If I wanted to get like a silage bin or a silage pit, I could turn all of it into silage, but like I said, I'm not trying to add too many steps if I can help it. I don't want to sit here and make a bunch of work for myself, even though it is the off season and we're just waiting for crops to grow. So now we'll head this way and check out all the grass we've got over here, because this is where a majority of our land is anyways. Because yeah, I can cut all this pretty much. The shadow, however, makes it difficult. I want to hit that field. So yeah, man, we're just cutting grass. Chin wagging and cutting grass. But yeah, I mean, I'm hoping through this YouTube series I can find some people who enjoy this just as much as I do, because I mean, it's kind of convenient that the dog's name is Zen, because this is pretty relaxing, if I do say so myself. Let's hit a rock. There we go. Very nice. I wish I could. It says I hire an AI worker, but I don't think he would know where to cut, because there's not a designated. I'm pretty sure you have to have like a designated grass field. But yeah, we'll cut a little bit more around this field. Oh man, I hit the crops. Cut a little bit more around this field, and then we'll go pick up that wagon and see how much it takes to fill it. I'm not even sure how far my land like touches to without looking at the map. So we'll just go around this field one time. We'll click over to our tractor and go rent that wagon. Okay. Truck, four-wheeler, tractor. Okay. But hey, this thing's pretty sweet, dude. Clean on the inside, clean on the outside. Ice cream paint job. But yeah, we're going to Plus, look at it. It freaking hauls, dude. 32 miles per hour for a tractor. That's awesome. So we'll head up to the store, grab that wagon, and come back and harvest. And I will get back with you guys when I've got that wagon back at the farm. Alright, what's up, you guys? So yeah, I've rented the forage wagon and just picked up all that grass on the one side, and that brought us to 75. So I'm gonna fill up probably on this, either this straightaway or the one on the other side of the field there. It'll be full, and then I'll have to run back to the store to sell this. That's what I'm sitting here looking at right now, is I don't know if I should. Okay, so let's talk about it for a second here while I'm repositioning. There's a lot of grass out here, and this is pretty easy as far as what I'm doing here, just picking up the grass. So I'm thinking, what if I found some type, I think there's probably a silo that'll hold grass somewhere. Let's see, we're almost full here, and boom. Yeah, we're full there. So I'm wondering, money-wise, what do I do? Do I make a silage pit somewhere, or do I not bother? Big decisions. But there's a lot of grass to cut, but also it's not a field, so I can't just hire an AI worker to cut it. So if anyone in the comments has a, you tell me what you think. You know, it's like I said, I'm gonna take this. I'm gonna take this to the store. Actually, let me check sale prices real quick. That'll determine a lot here, huh? Grass. 144. Let's look at January is its highest selling month. We're in November right now, so it's not too bad. We're going to take it up there and see how much money we get. We talk for a little bit. I want to see, like I said, if it's worth it, then I'll just sit here and do this all day. I'll cut grass, fill up the wagon, drive it back and forth. But like I said, I don't know which direction I want to go with this farm. I'm kind of all over the place. I didn't really start with the intention of doing anything like this, but that was a lot easier than what I thought it was going to be. So we will head up here to the store, sell this, and just, we'll see how much a trailer load gets us. This is a small trailer, so it might not get us too much money, but like I said, we might surprise ourselves here. Bushes. And also, just a shout out here, Austin Farmer on YouTube and Ultra Farmer. Obviously, you guys are like my inspiration behind giving this a shot. Just obviously, I don't have the nice, clear voice or anything, but watching these two do these YouTube videos is my main inspiration behind trying it, just because it was the wave. Unpack. What does that say? $2,329. You know what? Yeah, I'm gonna. This is a good option. So we're just gonna keep this for the day. We've already rented it, and we'll cut some more grass. But yeah, shout out to them too. I know there's some other guys on here that do the same thing, but there's especially Ultra Farmer series on like his dairy farm and stuff. I watched every single episode of that, all 30, and after that I was just like, you know what, I gotta try this. I gotta get on here, and even if nothing comes of it, it's just it looks like so much fun to just get on here and share something that you're passionate about. So we'll yeah, we'll head back to the farm, cut some more grass, get us another couple of wagons, and yeah, we're just gonna keep doing this, and I'll get back with you guys in a little bit. What's up, guys? So I know what you're thinking. Hey, man, what do you have going on now? All right. So while I was using the forage wagon to pick up the rest of that grass, I ended up doing 4 loads, earned about $11,000, and I sold the swather and header, which got me another 12,000. I've decided to go ahead and rent this mulcher, and when we get back to the farm, I can kind of go over my idea better. But this and the trailer that it comes with, this was about $12,000 for rent. So no harm, no foul. Just the money I made from all that covered the rental of this and the forage wagon in the first place. So what I'm thinking is I need, cutting down trees isn't really my thing, and just grass harvesting isn't. I mean, I think it's even doing that little bit right there that I did, it was kind of boring to me. So this mulcher is a mod. It says it completely deletes trees, which is crazy, right? So I don't know exactly what they mean by that. I want to try it out first. But if this thing completely deletes trees, what I'm thinking is the flattest part of my land is where this whole forest is. Not this part, but right here, where all those trees are, that's the flattest part of my land. So that could be, let's just put it this way. If this thing deletes trees and I can get rid of all them trees fast, I can rent a big tractor and plow, make a huge field right there, and boom, there's my cropland for soybeans when it gets to April. By the way, this thing is loud. Up, down, tilt. Okay, so I guess the first thing we're going to do here is I want to clear out these bushes. Does this thing not? What's happening? Does this thing not do that kind of stuff? We have to play with it a little bit here. Okay, so it doesn't do bushes. I guess we'll have to go try it on a tree then. Watch this thing just deletes trees, which, I mean, I'm not going to be mad at. We're about to see what happens. Looks like it does nothing. Oh, crap, dude. Say word. Hold on one second, guys. We gotta have this right or something. Come on. Okay, so it's complicated. Whatever it is. Not sure how this thing works. I mean, it did just delete that one tree, though, so. Kind of play with it a little bit. Oh, man. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, it does things. Oh, okay, hold on a second. Okay. Oh yeah. Oh man, this is about to be dangerous. Okay, so let's maybe over here. Okay, so when the noise starts, I'm on it. Oh man, this is definitely dangerous. Dude, this is cool. Like, it literally just gets rid of the freaking tree, dude. That's crazy. I know what some people are thinking right now, like, yeah, but if you cut down the tree and turn it in, you're making money. Dude, I, this is lit, okay? I don't care at this point. Like, I'm literally just 10 seconds in and the whole tree gone. The only, I mean, it takes playing with, but dude, you literally don't even have to touch nothing. I want to check that out. Holy crap. It's eating the tree. Oh man. Okay, so it's a little glitchy, but it's still not bad. Okay. Okay. Okay, there we go. Now we're doing stuff. Check this up over here. Oh, okay. So yeah, it's touchy. This is crazy. Okay. I mean, we're clearing it out, dude. Oh man. Oh crap. Yeah, it's this is a mod and a half, dude. Oh man. So yeah, we're pretty much just leveling it right now. Whole forest. This is crazy. Alright, so yeah, I'm going to literally sit here and play with this thing and just, I'm about to create one crazy field. So I will sit here and play around with this thing for a little while, and I will bring you guys back in when I'm ready to go through with phase 2 of the plan. Alright, what's up you guys? I'm back, and as you can see, I went a little crazy with that modded out mulcher. I pretty much took down every single one of them trees, and I rented this setup of the big plow and a large tractor, which runs great, by the way. I can't wait till I can afford one of these, like, fully, and it's mine. And I've got myself a pretty decent sized field here. Now, looking at this, I'm out of planting season, but I now have this field for April when it is soybean season. And when it comes back around and I've harvested this canola, oh yeah, we know how much we can rent this setup for now. We're going to have that backfield on that hill. We're gonna have that a little bit larger, which I'm not sure 100% how I'm gonna do that one. It's kind of in an off spot anyways. I wish I had a way to get rid of these freaking boulders, but I do not. So yeah, I'm just gonna leave this put to the side and click it out because we are done with it. Return that stuff. Boom, it's gone. Okay. Now, one thing I have been thinking of, we're running out of we don't have a lot of side quests going on for us, So, I've been trying to figure out, like, what is something I can do besides obviously cutting down trees or grass work for the most part. And we got these wind turbines. Let's feed the dog real quick. We got these wind turbines up, so they're bringing in some pretty decent money every month. About $1,800, I think, between the two of them. And yeah, we've got. Let's just hop up here real quick. But yeah, we got wind turbines bringing in some money. We got our dog. We got the camper in. We got shelter, and we got 3 decent sized fields for crops. So this guy, slow motion running, so majestic. Yeah. So let's go ahead and grab the quad and just ride out there and take a look at what we got going on now. Let's see, maybe we can figure out exactly what it is that we want to get done after harvest, which I still need to find a combine. I have yet to, I'm definitely in the negative when it comes to money I've spent to money I've made, but that'll change eventually. I ran this as close to my property line as I could, still have turnaround room. And I'm thinking, so yeah, this hill's not that bad. So I'm thinking right after harvest, we'll just take that field and bring it all the way pretty much to where this one is, and then that will be a large field as well. Because eventually we want to be soybean, like primary soybean. I'm going to want these 2 fields to be soybeans because they are a higher, well, I can probably just show you here. Soybeans. Yes, see, soybeans in July, like right now, not that much, but soybeans in July, that's big money, especially if I can get a silo and hold them to July. Yeah, that'd be awesome. So, we got a pretty nice setup here. And after, like I said, if I can find me a pretty decent price silo, and this is more of a 2-year plan, talking out loud about it, but I'm thinking harvest canola, right? And go ahead and put that in a silo if I've got one by harvest season. Because if I can sell that canola at the right time, then that will pretty much fund a better shop for us. And like I said, we might pick up a few trades by then. You never know. Once we get enough money to start really throwing things out there. But usually when I play, I try to make sure I get up close to, at least 800,000 or close to $1 million before I start just putting stuff down willy-nilly. But yeah, I think for right now, we'll just go ahead and sleep into December and see what kind of stuff we got going on. What was that? That was a noise. Mm, that was crazy. Freaked me out. All right, feed the dog. Let's actually go in here and look at our finances real quick. So yeah, as you can see, we're yeah, we're negative 1,000,000 142,000. Yeah, we're not doing so hot. So we need to get on the right side of that. And yeah, we're doing the best we can. So, like I said, eventually we will get there. Let's see what we got. Mostly just got the money from that harvest. And where would it show? Let's see. Okay, so the property income total was $580 and 186 for this year so far. So yeah, we got that going for us, and we will look in here for anything. Yeah, see, there's not really that large tractor still in there, which I'm not trying to be funny here. I want it, but if we go look at what I would have to give up for it, I'd have to sell medium tractor 38,000, trailer 7,000. I'd have to sell pretty much everything to be able to afford it, and I don't really feel like putting myself in that situation. So for right now, we stick with the one we got. But yeah, I mean, I think this has been pretty good for the second episode here. We got our fields planted, and I'll probably click back in with you guys on the third episode. Probably around, let's see, let's get it straight here. Yeah, probably around March. I'll get back with you guys after the snow's come and gone, and that way we'll be like 1 month away from from planting our soybeans. And yeah, I hope you guys have enjoyed this episode. Please comment any tips you got, because as I've said before, I'm new to this, so any advice, constructive criticism I can get, I will be down with. So please comment, subscribe, hit that like button if you haven't already. I am Forklift Farmer 95, and I will see you guys on the next episode.